Hey, what's up, guys? It's Navarro, head trader, Opinion Stocks Club 13. It's Wednesday, October 14th, 2020, guys, and I have a short video on what's on watch for tomorrow and a couple of swing trades that I'm currently holding. So, before we get started, guys, I'm gonna ask you, like always, if you would be so kind and hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And I also want to remind you about our free newsletter. Again, you're not gonna get a newsletter every day. It'll be randomly 2 to 3 times a week, so that we don't, overload your email list. And it's completely free, guys. All you have to do is go to www.psc13.com and sign up for the newsletter for alerts. Now, if you are the kind that doesn't like to sign up for all this stuff, then there's no need to sign up. The only thing is you won't be updated when there's a new one, but you can always visit the website, go to the newsletter, and it'll be right there for you. It's completely free access to any individual who visits the site. So let's get right to it, guys. I had one day trade for a 15% return. It was a slow day for me. I was focusing on some educational content for the website, so I just day traded one time and then focused on looking for swing trades, and we're gonna talk about those. So first trade of the day was IDXG, guys. This is the day trade that I had. So it gave a little red to green move here. It broke over VWAP, broke over 475. So I was looking at that 5 level to be broken. Once it broke above the $5 level and it pulled back, I mentioned to the group that I wanted to buy it between the 470 and 480 level. I put an order out at 471, I believe. So I got filled. Let's see, right here at the bottom at 471. Once it hit the bottom, I actually got filled on this candle at 471, and I took profits at 550 and then at 570, guys. And my final take profit was when it came back below 550 because on my scale out. So I got a 15% return, probably a little more. Yeah, no, it was a 15% return, guys, and that was a good trade. And the only day trade that I had today, I was looking at the SPY and it was kind of going down, so I thought there wasn't be enough follow through on most of the stocks, and for sure it wasn't. I thought this one had more room to go, and as you can see, it just got slapped back down. And after that, it just got slapped back down, and that's what was happening with a lot of the trades in the morning. A lot of the gappers, they really didn't go anywhere. They didn't have any follow through, and that doesn't mean there wasn't any movers out there. It was just I was being a little patient, and I wasn't being too jumpy, too active today, knowing and understanding that the SPY, even though it does not affect penny stocks or small cap stocks, relatively it doesn't affect them. But nonetheless, just because it doesn't affect it, it doesn't mean that they're just gonna jump like 1,000%. So I was a little. I kind of told myself, you know what, take a step back and just, take smaller trades and see what happens. And from then on, I just focused on something that looked good for a swing trade, or that had the possibility of having an afternoon setup for a swing trade. And I know that happened as much as I like for it to happen. But here's what I'm swinging right now, guys. I have GEVO, and this is, I believe I jumped in at 115 when it broke over VWAP, and I'm still holding it. It came back up. What I'm looking for is to add over the 118 level, which is where it showed resistance all day, and right now after hours as well. So if it breaks tomorrow over that 118 level, I'll probably be adding, because this one has good continuation in my opinion. It's been I've been trading it back and forth, as you all know. I traded it here, and I traded it here, and then a swing trade from here to this day as well. So it's been making me money. I haven't been having to hold this. I'm an active swing trader, so that's what I do. And right now, as you can see, it's above the 180 SMA, which is a good sign. You've got the 20 and the 50 below, and the 9 about to cross the 180. So hopefully that gives us a little push upward tomorrow. It does have room to 140. If it breaks this candle's high, then it's got room to 160. So the previous recent highest rejection is around the 220 level. So it does have a lot of ground to cover. That's not mean it's going to get all the way up there, but if we can get at least up to 160 or somewhere there, guys, then it's a pretty good return. From the 115 entry to 160, guys, that's about a 38% return. And again, I scale out, so I'll probably, if it works that way, I'll probably get less than that. But anyways, that's what we're looking for. GEVO. The other one that I was looking at, and basically because I saw Solo, SOLO, spiking up, and I didn't get to jump into that. Like I told you, for some reason, I did call it out on the PSC13 chat room, as far as looking at Solo for a swing trade, but I was hoping that it would just kind of consolidate above or below the $3 level, and then I would jump in today in the afternoon, and it didn't do that. It just continued going higher. So for that reason, I looked into AYRO or any other sympathy play with the electric vehicles sector, and I saw AYRO trying to break above the 320 level, and it's looking all right, guys. I'm still holding this one. I'm holding a 3/4 position, a 3/4 position size on it, so it's not a full position. I did add a little bit because it showed signs of trying to break out, but again, like I told you, today was not a day that we had many of those, or maybe not on the ones that I was looking at. So I entered here at 315, and I wanted it to break the high of day. It did set a new high here, but got slapped back down. I had my stop loss at 299, right below this $3 level, and it didn't kick me out, so I'm still holding it. Then I added at 318 when it was gonna break that 320 level here. It did break, and I didn't take profits. I thought it had more room to go. I started focusing on other stuff. I did have a sell limit at around 345. Again, it didn't get there. It didn't trigger me out. And right now, I'm holding it for tomorrow, and we'll see if it continues going. So that was AYRO. My other swing trade right now is XXII. Did I type that incorrectly? XXII, guys. And you can see that this one is looking good. It's working out. It did have some news, so I like that. And I saw that, after it had this big rip, it just came back up over VWAP. So I'm thinking, okay, now we've got shorts in trouble. And not only that, but throughout the daily chart, you can see that, it's got a good pattern. And I like XXII for a swing trade tomorrow. My entry was here at the high of day, at the break of high of day, around 86. I entered at 85.50, and I have also, because the SPY was down, I did not enter with a full swing trade position. I believe I have around a 3/4 position as well. And actually, no, I only have 500 shares, which is not even basically like a starting position, guys. So that's all I have. Let's look at the daily, and this is the reason that I like it, guys. It broke above the 180 SMA a couple of days ago, and now it's broken even above the 200 SMA, which is great, with a relative increase in volume. And now it's got room to possibly either this candle's high or this candle's high at 110. If it can break through these two with volume tomorrow, then maybe the 120 would be the next level, which is previous simultaneous rejections. So those are levels that we got to look at, right? So and that's what's important for us to start scaling out if it starts working in our favor. So XXII put up a good candle with good relative volume. We'll hopefully see some continuation tomorrow. So those are the swing trades that I have: XXII, GEVO, AYRO, guys. And What am I looking at for tomorrow? In no particular order, guys. I'm just gonna go quickly through some that I see value in or might have some potential to move up tomorrow. And one of them is BRQS. BRQS. It's an oversold stock. It's a, you know what? No, it wasn't a BRQS. Never mind this one, guys. It's AAU. So AAU, this is the pattern that I was looking at. And why do I like this pattern? Because if we look at recent history, we can see that it has the ability to continue pushing upward. If we can see this bullish trend here, then we can see this bullish 3-4 day trend. So I like patterns that have the ability to stay in its trend and continue moving up higher when you know, they have a good pattern going. So now that it's got this 2 consecutive strong days, and we've got a higher day at 109, guys. So if it can break this 52-week high, well, not a higher day, I'm sorry, a 52-week high, then we can see some continuation. Where can it go? For that, we need to go to the 3-year 1 week, and we got that 118 level up here. So from our entry, if we go in at 110, then we can see that it'll continue going higher. Let me use my tool here. Now we need to look further back. We go to the 5-year, and now we can see a little better that it has a 120 and then the 130 level. So you know, that'll be a good percentage return if it does do that. Up to 120 from that entry would be 15%. Up to 130, that'd be 20%. Again, for this one, since it's a higher pattern, you would want to take profits if you have 5 to 10% on it from your entry. So AAU on watch for tomorrow. Also, keep in mind that it's a mineral play, which is something that the federal government has given grants to and kind of opened up that sector for us. So it's an important one to be having on watch right now. Another one that I have on watch is IPDN. IPDN is currently trending upwards after hours. If we look at the pattern here, it's kind of getting that ABCD pattern, right? So if patterns tend to repeat themselves, again, they tend to repeat themselves. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but if we look at this pattern, you can see a pattern developing here, right? You've got the push, and then you've got the consolidation, the pullback. So this is your typical ABCD pattern. So you got your A, your B, your C, right? And then it repeats itself. You've got your A, your B, and now if the pattern is going to repeat itself, then this is what we can expect. So that is what I'm looking at IPDN, guys. And I believe I have one more, and that is RNWK. RNWK broke out of this, you can see this descending triangle pattern, guys. Right, so you can see the bottom. This is the base, the support. Then you can see the descending pattern and how it broke out of it today with a little bit of relative volume. So if it doesn't continue moving upward tomorrow, what I expect usually, and it usually happens, is that it'll kind of stay around here for maybe a couple of days before it either continues going or just completely breaks down. But we want to see that consolidation, kind of a little flagging pattern before it continues moving up. Now, how do you trade this? Well, if you were to draw the longest point here from the bottom of the triangle, which is the base of the triangle, to the top pattern of the triangle, and you were to use this line and put it here, so this would be your profit target, guys, at 140. So basically there you have it, the same distance from here, from the breakout to where it more than likely will show resistance. That's a 240, guys. And again, an entry here to the 240 level is, it might happen in a couple of days, it might happen in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but it's something that you want to look at our NWK. Guys, I hope that this is something that is informational for you, educational at the same time. And again, don't forget to visit www.psc13.com, guys. If you want to be part of our chat room, you can go ahead and join our Elite Trades Plan. I guarantee that the educational content that I provide, there's educational videos in the plan and all the good stuff. I'll provide you with live updates as far as what I'm trading, what I'm thinking during the trade, what I want to see happen, and of course, if it fails, how it's gonna fail, why it's gonna fail. If it fails, you'll get a lot of feedback from me. You'll be learning along the way. We'll be growing as a group, and it's valuable information that you can invest in yourself, guys. So after having a successful week last week, and we've been having a lot of great trades throughout the summer, and now that fall's coming around, and hopefully we get that hot October, November, and December months. We should have a lot of continuation coming in the stocks, and you don't want to miss out. So if you want to stop trading by yourself and join a good chat room, guys, go ahead and join our Elite Trades plan, and be part of the success that we're having here. So having said that, guys, that is it for me. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.